of tempo will lie on the Batrider's shoulders, and for Empire, like, their point of tempo will be on the Prophet Afterlife. So the Doom is going to start off lane.
That clap, he baited out the first part of it with 4 sticky napalm. That's first blood. Ohio is going to claim it. Not only helping, but, well, really helping. Oh, the Courier Snipe too. One more attack, Scandal.
Oh no, now
Too
he's getting
deep.
punished.
The Sunstrike is a little bit off target, however. Scandal's still at -2 on his armor, but he'll be okay.
Because usually when the Chen buys everything, the Lion player will get the boots.
Scandal.
Yep. And then
Already used Phase Shift as well as Orb. He'll try and battle up against mid one. Supports coming in to very fire consumption from both of them.
Oh my god!
And Puck will actually take the kill against mid one.
Oh,
Style all over his
yeah,
face.
he literally knew what was going on. That he was so calm. He knew that the Doom was coming in, and he had that one enough time for
be in the best position to contest it, but I think Doom actually may go back in, knowing that Prophet now is TP.
They want to go mid.
Stop it.
Look for the stun. There's the Invis rune from King R. Does the work with the Infernal Blade. Mid one's going to drop. Afterlife actually TP'd in as well. Ohio, maybe he can make something out of this with the help of Chen. Afterlife is locked over in the tree line. Creates a couple of treants, but that's not going to do much. But you're still killing off the Invoker. And that's slowing down his progression on both levels as well as money. He's still, like, he's level 5.
Doom sacrificing himself, and 3-4-3 gonna get caught by the 12.
Oh, yeah, Scandal. Phase shift up. Oh, he actually got himself a double stun as well. Afterlife couldn't get the instant damage in. And 3-4-3, well, he'll go down, but will it be worth the cost? Scandal keeps bottling up, but the earn charge made it so difficult to escape.
That's a soul kill for Spectre too, getting up to level 7. That's a really important pickup for Net there.
So
they're about. He's a long way away from the rest of his team though, but they start the initiation again. Over on mid one, Infernal Blade against Centaur Stomp again. The Scandal this time around, he is going to beat to get both Dream Call as well as the Silence, but Ohio dragging him up. The Spectral Hood's going to cause a lot more chaos with this one. Scandal goes down the tree line, and they're in very, very deep here, Empire, underneath T2 towers. They'll still get to pick up over on Chen, but they're going to lose out massively. Ramses, well, okay, they do have a lot of life to fight with, and it still is a 2-for-2 trade-off. But do they get out of here?
Net is under attack.
open wounds. Oh, it's still on cooldown.
It just comes off cooldown now.
That's a lot
Okay,
of
they're
stacks.
chasing Ohio.
Oh, he's going to get mana from the bottle too.
He still doesn't have last two, however.
AC. They killed him so many times,
If I also remember the phases, like Samal doesn't give a crap because then he gets an ultra kill. Afterlife, oh, there's a jump in Finger of Death so heavily onto him. DJ, oh no, Afterlife, he's getting himself out. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. The Earth Charge ensures the kill. The Centaur from DJ was also in the perfect spot to make sure the Scandal couldn't escape himself out. And considering Scandal's earlier game today, like he was dodging Centaur Stomps left, right, and center with his puck. Chase Empire want to force the issue. They're looking for a denial attempt as well to swap forward, and BS, while he puts Net the firing line, loses his life straight away, and Net, he's retreating out. The Wrath of Nature is not enough damage. Net will be sent back home, even turns around to help get the kill. You get a fresh earn charge. And Team Empire, they try and punish Fnatic for taking the tier 1 tower, but no punishment administered.
It was just too much sustain. That Hand of God just, what would have been a probably Empire favors fight goes the way of Fnatic.
Can he find the Dream Call initiation that he wants?
They'll have to hit the rest of Fnatic, but Fnatic are moving back into the pit right now. So you'll jump yourself forward. Mid one's very, very low. He'll actually go down. But the Doom's over on 3-4-3, and a big Finger of Death available. He will be taking a fall, but it's a 3-for-1 trade-off. Fnatic are losing too much. Net caught on the hillside. Ohio wants to help him out, but he's trapped.
He TP'd out?
He actually, got out? Okay.
Wow. He actually got out.
Really?
Wow.
Heads up TP. You talked about it. He doesn't have a blink dagger. One spot where not having a blink doesn't matter is that Roche choke point. Everyone is grouped up. They even split up a little bit, but you have a guaranteed initiation.
I think there was also on Fnatic's fault that they had one hero on the they had 3 heroes in the pit.
Yeah.
But they have you want to initiate with the bat successfully because he's the only one that can stop it.
Into the Firefly, they can see if the Scandal's also a good target, but nope, they go over Romapochka. There goes your Dream Coil as well. Swap back out the Doombringer. He's just going to get this off. Ramsey's in real trouble. A Finger of Death giving him all the extra damage they required, and now this TP out from the Doombringer will not be successful. So 2 heroes down, they can push out that bottom wave a little bit, but the primary target is still to take out Roshan, who's still injured.
You swapped save Doom, but they didn't actually have Doom's ultimate there to fight with.
They did that with Horn as well, so that was, and top lane Afterlight getting run down, and he has no TP.
This is problematic. TP scroll plus teleportation ability on cooldown, so they'll try and outrun it, but now Spectral Horn's going to be triggered.
He's dead.
Net, there's your Net.
Oh my god, that is a big kill.
Wait, did he just reality into something else? Yeah, he's chasing up a Scandal. Brings him closer towards Roshan. Okay. Very, very quick movement. And Roshan still belongs to Fnatic.
Spectre though, he can just
Hold
hold
that orb. Ohio, nice, sees it coming. Here comes your Spectral Haunt, so now they see all of Empire. Scandal, already dropping fairly low from that net, makes his way through the tree line. They're looking for the Doom target, but they don't know which one to actually Doom onto, but they find the real one. Net will go down. The Silence, however, Ohio gets moved so heavily. Scandal is down. He'll lose the gem. It's a 2-for-2 trade-off, but Mid One brings the extra help with a damage from 343. Mid One will be able to pick himself up a double kill despite split two different parts now. 343 up against King R, the hand of God from DJ. Bought King R the extra time he required, and now it's Maposhka, the last man standing, and he'll fall to his death. Triple kill for Mid One, a 2-for-5 trade-off.
I thought that fight was just going to go horribly wrong for Fnatic. They instantly lose Spectre, but Mid One just does... Like, that damage of that fight was 80% Mid One's Invoker.
You guys called it like, and then he can just like BT himself back into the fight. Well, they find a moment in the mid. There it is, the swap out. And again, King R. The sacrifice will hopefully not be in vain.
To be honest, I think Ramses has to buy a drink for for King R after this game. Even if they lose, that's like some buddy play.
I don't think it works
the whole
that way.
game.
I think King R's the water boy, man. He brings the drinks over.
And that's ultimately fine for Fnatic, though. They're just trying to force that swap out, and then suddenly Empire are more exposed, and...
They've only got 20 seconds left of that Aegis. They almost want Net to tank up this entire tower push. Unless they can find an opening like this. Rams on bottom lane, Spectral Dagger in, they get X off with the Finger of Death, they find the kill, and Scandal gets hit by the Meteorite. As he tried to defend that bottom tower, they missed the Deafening Blast on you, but it won't really matter. Net still has the double kill. You got the creep wave in through the bottom. This will be tier 3 tower as well as melee racks. No live stealer up for 52 seconds. And can they find more? With the Troll Trap, they force off the Centaur into his first stun. The swap out again now from King R. Will get a false under the 3-4-3 with the all forward. They have to fight underneath this Dream Coil, but the EMP and Tornado are not going to make this too easy for them. The Doomer, however, on net will do some work, but Mid One, that rage. Rams can just walk straight through the ice wall, pick himself up a double kill, and move for another one. And you're right, up on top lane, Afterlife, he's actually taking out the entire top lane of Rax. He took it out. The Centaurs are coming back in for the melee, however. They want the trade, and will they get it? Nope. The Centaurs are down.
They defended their Rex and they got a Rex at top?
Yep.
Alright.
That still did a ridiculous amount of damage. The Infest actually is super underrated as far as how much damage it puts out in these fights, and
directly after it. And that's what they're looking to do. Net, the jump in mid, there's your Doom, your Dream Call, your Silence. Net's already down for the count. And they're looking for more, and they're going to find it. The Hex over on DJ, the Sprout to hold him in, but Spectre going to buy it back, reality himself forward. Who can they really go on? The VS already down, Ramses, they're just doing so much work. Fnatic, this time they find some good kills. No live stealer for 75 seconds. They can push the lane down a bit and then take out the bottom racks.
Fnatic do to Empire what Empire just did to them, which is like kind of use the hero as bait. I don't think that was entirely the plan for Net there in the mid lane to get picked off like that, but when he's got the buyback, at that point Empire are committed with heroes that just use their buyback. So this is 60 seconds now without lifestealer, without any possible buyback coming out from him.
It's like they finished what they started a while ago. And now they move also into the mid lane. They can do decent damage. 46 seconds is the window of opportunity they've got. Without the Spectral Haunt, maybe not so great, but your last is off cooldown in 13 seconds time. But they already scout one. And Scandal, buying some time with the Wrath of Nature. It's a little extra chip damage into DJ, but he's still got Hand of God available. And look at him, that Net was starting to attack into the tier 3 tower up on top, and now he's going to be punished for it. They forced him back out after he got swapped into the fight. King R might be low, but Net, they just send him back. Mid One actually make his play. Obviously, INVOKER, powerful here. That double kind swap from the Lion. Maposhka's going to go down. Now they actually want to bring Net back to the fight. Unfortunately, he's pushing out the bottom lane, but they got what they came for. They take out the mid-racks, they get more kills up against Team Empire.
I mean, this is what we expected to happen the last time.
Yeah, really.
It took a second attempt from Fnatic before it happened.
No pesky profit as well, like trading lane of racks.
God, look at that money on mid one. 8k. 8k gold on INVOKER now. And he just buys a straight Octarine. And they're fighting again in mid. Sunstrike on top of Ramses. Support's coming in, and Net just focused on the life steal. The Yule Scepter goes up and towards the air. He'll hit the deck again, and Ramses, a BKB life stealer is the real thing. Rage is just not enough. And now the follow-up, the puck You'll at least avoid the EMP burn, phase shift it out, blink it down, and then orb away to safety. But you're now going to get megged.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Yeah,
has
Puck,
fallen.
the life stealer is just so core to this team and their damage output at this stage of the game, and there's so much control from him. We saw there a Chen creep with ensnare. Take him out of the fight.
The cold snap, the troll trap as well. Doom, he may not have forgotten it. He won't get the ulti off. The Finger of Death kills him off too early. That's a good game. That is GG. Fnatic. There was a small hiccup, aka the top lane, but they will still close out game of 1 up against Team Empire.
Yeah, the one hiccup when they were trying to go for that first Rax push, but other than that, Fnatic was really strong, solid. The key fight to me, that like mid tier 1 tower, things were kind of neck and neck. The Nets haunts in this fight in this game were just on point, and
No, the first blink. The key moment of this game was the first gank with the blink from the barrier. They just got way too much from that first blink.
Well, game number 2 is coming up, boys. So prepare yourselves. It's our last series of the day to see who will advance themselves forward, get themselves a day off on the Saturday.